So where is everybody from? I know Daniel is in Ireland. What about the others?
Yes, I'm from Colombia, but I'm living in Ireland. I was born in Bogota, but I'm living in Cali. But now I'm living in Ireland.
Great.
I'm from Poland. Live in Copenhagen. Work with
yes,
Joanne.
I know about you. Joanne told me about you. Nice to meet you.
Hola.
Hola.
Hello.
So I think 1 minute and then we'll start.
I'm from Hungary.
From Hungary? Oh, wow. Not far from where I am in Europe.
Right next door.
Well, anyway, the session will be recorded, so we'll be able to share it with those who are not here or who will join later. So I think we can start. So I'm very excited to have you here. Thanks for being here. We are very excited to share with you our project, this workation in Cali. And so today we'll talk about we'll present you a little bit what the Digital Nomads Association of Colombia does. I will present you the team that is behind this workation, and we'll have an overview of what the workation will be about. We'll present you the teachers of the event, and we'll give you also some practical information about Cali for those who don't know Cali at all, and about the tickets, and we'll also have some space for questions at the end. So first of all, I'll introduce myself a little bit. So my name is Silvia. I'm the project manager of this workation, Nomadancers. I'm Italian, but I live between Italy and France, and I've been working remotely for the past 5 years. And I'm a part-time digital nomad for the past year, let's say. I have a home base, but I like sometimes to work from new destinations like Colombia, for example. And so during the first 4 years of me working remotely, I was feeling very lonely. And this last year, I have discovered this whole world of co-livings and workations and this community. So that I really loved to see and to discover. And during one of these workations this year in Spain, I met Nadia, who is one of the founders of the Digital Nomads Association of Colombia. And all these projects started from there, let's say. I will dive into this a bit later. But yeah, basically, I work as a translator and sales assistant. And yeah, that's it. I like this, the digital nomads community around the world, and I wanted to be part of this. So this is also how the project started. And from the meeting with Nadia, I started to work with the Digital Nomads Association of Colombia, and I'm going to talk about what the association does, what's the mission and the values behind that are also important in all the workations that we organize. So the mission of the association is to connect, guide, and inspire digital nomads who explore Colombia. And the values that are very important for us are especially the connection with the local communities. So always encouraging the exchange, the cultural exchange, and also supporting the local economies, and ensuring also a good coexistence between the two communities, digital nomads and the locals. Another important value for us is to promote the sustainable tourism, and so to preserve the destinations, but also to support the local economies, and to be open-minded, so to be open to new experiences and learning from this, and the adaptability as well. So these values are at the heart also of the workation that we are organizing. And yes, let's see the team a little bit that is behind the workation. So I'm the project manager of the Nomadancers. So Nadia, maybe you want to introduce yourself. She's one of the founders of the Association for Digital Nomads of Colombia.
Hello, Silvia. Buenas tardes, buenos días. So thank you very much for hosting this webinar. I don't know, first, before introducing myself a little bit more, if you are changing the slide, because I don't see it, or I don't know.
Oh, yes, I was.
But yeah, so because you were saying the team, and I say, okay, well,
oh, sorry.
We have like another slide, and I'm not.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was changing it. Let me see. Okay, how is it now?
Yes, now I can see. Now I can see the team.
Okay.
So yeah, so very fast, very quick. I think Silvia has introduced Digital Nomads Association perfectly. So I'm one of the co-founders of the Digital Nomads Association. So I'm a digital nomad myself. Yeah, so I'm very happy to have you here. This is like the first very big workation that the Digital Nomads Association has. So DNA is like very happy to host everyone that wants to join Cali, which is like an amazing place to be. So yeah, that's basically, thank you very much once again.
Then we have Joan. He's the Director of International Affairs, and he also manages the Nomadas Digitales Latinos community. So if you want to introduce yourself, Joan, where are you?
Thank you very much, Silvia. So I'm so excited to be here, because this was a project that was born when both of us, Nadia and I, met Silvia in Spain. We met in a digital nomad event in the south of Spain, and Silvia's dream was to create this this workation in Cali, and of course we were super excited to make it possible, and we've been working a lot on this. So yeah, as a leader of digital nomad Latinos, I think this is really powerful, because we are also promoting these events for all kind of public, not only gringos as digital nomads, but also Latinos attending. So it's gonna be a good mix of locals and people from other countries. So I think this is really aligned with our mission and values. I think we will come to that later. Silvia will explain that. But it's all about synergizing, getting to know new cultures, and yeah, so happy to be part of this. So thank you very much, Silvia.
Thank you. And then we have Daniela, who is leading all the workations of the Digital Nomads Association of Colombia and Nomadas Digitales Latinos, because we also have other workations, not only the Nomadancers. So maybe Daniela, you want to introduce yourself?
Okay, thank you, Sylvie. How Silvia say, the Workation lead manager now. Our purpose is to create this connection and continue strengthening the community. Meanwhile, also I'm the Digital Nomad Chronicle Manager. That is our podcast that if you want, you can search it in our Instagram, these videos. I'm so happy to be here. And now this is all for the moment.
Thank you. And then we have Laura, she's from Cali. She works with me on the Nomadancers Workation specifically, and she's been of great help because of course, she was born in Cali and she knows Cali perfectly. So Laura, if you want to talk about yourself.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Sylvie. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here too, because as you mentioned, I'm from Cali. So I'm very excited to bring all this digital nomads culture into my city, which is a city that is growing in cultural many development things. So I think it's a city that has too many things to offer. And yeah, I'm a digital nomad myself. So I have been part of this movement, and I'm so happy to share it in my city too.
Great. And then Elio is not here today, but he's also working with us, especially finding good partnerships in Cali to create great experiences during the 2 weeks of the workation. And so let's dive into what Nomadancers is, what we are planning for these 2 weeks. So first of all, of course, I would like to explain you how Nomadancers started, so how it was born. Because as I was saying, I'm a remote worker, and I'm first of all looking for community building, because sometimes it feels quite lonely to work behind a laptop all alone. So I found this community in participating to workations and going to co-livings. So this one, and I was looking to mix this, so the community building, with my passion for Latin dances, and also my will to explore South America, and meeting with Nadia and Joan. So this was just like a perfect coincidence to make this experience a reality. So Nomadancers is basically this is a mix of community building, Latin dancing, and immersion in the local culture and the local community also of Cali for this first event. So we will have daily Latin dance lessons with 2 teachers that I will show you later. We will go for salsa tours. We will experience dancing with locals in the main famous spots in Cali. There's many. We'll have, of course, co-working. We'll be having partnerships with co-workings or nice cafes in Cali. There's a lot of nice places where we can work perfectly. We will not just be dancing, of course. As I mentioned, community building is important for us. So, of course, dancing is already a way to build a community, but we will also organize some specific activity to foster connections, networking as well. Then we will organize 2 day trips on the 2 weekends. So Cali is not just about dancing, but there's beautiful nature around Cali where we can go for hiking or glamping or many other experiences in nature. So also to relax after partying. And then Laura will tell you a little bit more about this later. We also will have partnerships with yoga studios or gyms, so that you can keep up with your workout sessions if you want. And yes, you will have access to deals. We'll have nice deals with accommodations, with co-workings, but not only, also other activities that we will give more information in the next weeks. So I think it's important to mention why we chose Cali, and Laura is the best person to talk about this.
Yeah, hello. Well, as I mentioned, I grew up in Cali. And yeah, why Cali? I mean, this is like a synergy movement, like how we met and how we created this event. So we were talking with Nadia and with Silvia, and when they mentioned that they want to do something related with dancing and in Colombia, I told them it has to be in Cali, because Cali is the world capital of salsa. One of the main things that has the identity in Cali is related with dancing, and particularly with salsa. So that's the reason, if people love to dance, they have to know Cali in some part of their lives, because it's a city that breathes dancing wherever you go, and particularly, of course, salsa. But Cali is not only that. Cali is a stunning natural beauty. Like, we can have adventure outdoors activities that you are going to be able to be connected with nature. Cali is one of the spots that has more biodiversity in the country, like Cali and their surroundings. We have very close the Pacific coast, and we are in a very good location in the country that combines many ecosystems where you can find diverse activities. So we, as a digital nomads, we love to connect, we love to party, we love to be in the cities, but also we need spaces to relax and to be more connected with ourselves. So we thought that Cali is a perfect city for that, because even though it's a big city that is growing, just 20 or 30 minutes away from Cali, you can have places like this one on the pictures, like our rivers where you can do hikings. Cali is one of the principal cities in Colombia for bird watching. So for people who is interested in that, it's a big activity in the city right now. Like, there are many options. But also, Cali is a city that has a vibrant culture. It's not only salsa and dancing. We have literature, we have cinema movements, we have poetry. So it's a city that offers many, many different things to you. You will get amazed, because Cali, I mean, when people think in Colombia, they usually goes to Bogota, of course, because it's the capital, and to the Caribbean coast. Is many known people used to go to Cartagena, to San Andres. Medellin is another city that is very famous in Colombia right now. But Cali is a city that not many visitors has on their bucket list, and we want people knows about Cali, because it's a city that offers many, many different things that I'm sure you will like it. Also, the climate is perfect, because it's warm all the year. It's a tropical weather. We don't have seasons in Colombia. For people that are from Europe or for other countries, this sometimes is like crazy idea. But the weather changes depends on the region where you're located. So Cali is located in a valley and is warm all the year. Sometimes we have rain, but when it rains, then it's going to be dry so fast. So we thought in these dates in January, from people that want to live the winter in the northern parts and be in a warmer climate, this is a good choice too. And the affordable lifestyle. I mean, that obviously depends on your lifestyle, on your budget, but Cali is very affordable. I mean, you can have meals from really good meals starting around $4. The transportation inside the city is between $3 or less, even less, taking Uber, taxis. The accommodations we can have, since backpackers hostels, but also in Cali there are accommodations like from 5-star hotels. Airbnb is working very good. And so yeah, it's a city that offers many amazing things in affordable costs.
Yeah, thank you. So let's talk about the teachers who are also friends of Laura, good contact. So this is also a nice coincidence, let's say, because these teachers are from Cali, but they are also digital nomads. they're actually traveling all over South America teaching salsa. So we thought that this is the perfect match for this event. So if I invite you to check their Instagram, they publish very nice content of this about dancing, especially. So they will be teaching Salsa Caleña every day during our workation. So it will be private classes just for our group, and of course it will be accessible to all levels. I had these questions these last days. Even if you never danced before, the classes will be adapted to all levels. There will be partner work. They will some choreographic work, even a final choreography for our group. And they will also go out with us to practice with us to salsa clubs. And so I invite you to check their account. And maybe for the next webinars, they will be with us. If you check also our Instagram, we will publish some videos of them. And the classes will be held at one of the main dance schools in Cali, which is Salsa Pura. So if you want also to take more classes, you will partner with them so that you can, if you want to take other styles of dances, it's a really good school, and it's located in the San Antonio area in Cali. We chose this area because it's quite touristic, a safe area, really nice to walk around as well, so to hang out even after the classes. So if you want to check it out on Google Maps, you can see the area where we are planning to do the main activities. So the name is El Bailador. They also have a website where they give online lessons, and will probably you will have access to those lessons before our event if you want to practice some steps before and arrive prepared.
I want to add this, that their mission from El Bailador is to take the Salsa Caleña to the world, and also bring people to Cali to know the Salsa Caleña. It's like this circle mission. And also I want to add a little bit more about why we choose this academy, Salsa Pura, that is located in San Antonio, because as I mentioned before, Cali is a kind of a big city. So San Antonio is one of the most touristic but most authentic places right now, neighborhoods. It's a vibrant neighborhood when you can find artistic murals and really nice locals like cafes, restaurants for traditional food. So it's a really nice neighborhood where you feel like safe and for walking around, and probably to have accommodation close by there. We will talk about later.
Yes. So talking about practical things, so we wanted this workation to be quite flexible. So we want participants, for example, to be free to choose their own accommodation according to their wish. If they want something more fancy or something cheaper, we will, of course, we will give some recommendations. We will also partner with some accommodations in Cali or around Cali, so that we can guide you on that. If you want, we'll have some deals. Otherwise, there's really nice and quite cheap Airbnbs also in the San Antonio area. So the accommodation will not be included in our package, as well as the travel costs and the day trips that will also be optional. So what will be included in our workation will be, we'll have a welcome party, so to dive into the atmosphere and get to know each other from the first day. The daily Latin lessons, so from Monday to Friday, will be included, so at least 2 hours daily with El Bailador. You will have access to local deals, as I mentioned, that we will precise in the next weeks. So, I mean, discounts with the co-workings, with the accommodations, or fitness or yoga studios, for example, or also other experiences with the holistic places around the neighborhood of Cali. We will have a Spanish-speaking club, so that Nadia, who is a Spanish teacher, will help. So for accessible to any levels, if you want. So actually, Cali is also a good place if you want to practice your Spanish. And then all the social nights with locals, the cultural experiences, and the connection building and networking experiences will also be included in our in our workation. Sorry. So continuing with the practical information, Laura can maybe answer some of the most asked questions about Cali. And then later you will also be able to ask questions if you want. So for example, Laura, can you explain how to get to Cali, maybe how to get from the airport to the city, and about the safety, which is one of the common questions that come?
Yeah, sure. Like how to get to Cali, of course, it depends where you are, because inside Colombia, there are many flights direct to Cali from Bogota, from Cartagena, from San Andres. There are many flights to Cali. And Cali has an international airport, so there are many flights that are coming from Santiago, from Madrid, from many other cities in the world. So you can check that because it has international flights too. The airport in Cali is not inside the city, it's like 20 minutes away from the city. So being in there, you have two options. First one, the cheapest one, is to take a bus that they're going from the airport to the terminal, like every 15 minutes. They're going with a good frequency, and it costs around $3 to take that bus. And then in the terminal, you can take an Uber or you can take a taxi being inside the city. So that taxi is going to be cheaper. But the other option, that is the easiest one, is like you can get an Uber from the airport. It's not going to cost more than $15 to $20 and can take you around directly to your accommodation. Of course, it depends where you getting your accommodation, but let's suppose that you are in San Antonio. That Uber must be around $15, $20. And it's easy. Uber is working good. Taxis, of course, taxis that are certificated by the airport. And how to get around Cali? Cali, the best way for me is taking like Ubers and taxis, because are just like faster and are very cheap. Inside Cali, an Uber a ride can cost $2 to $3, $4, depends on the distances inside the city. We have the Mio, that is the buses that are articulated. They have their own line, and it works really good to move to longer distances. And this one is an item that many people concerned about Cali, the safety and the security. I mean, like many cities in Latin America, you have to be aware, you have to be alert in many cases. But Cali is a city that is growing in cultural and many other aspects. So government and people is making efforts to make Cali a safer destination now. So for nobody, it's a secret that Cali was a city that suffers a lot during the 90s, during the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s. But that's something that the communities are changing and are working so hard to change that face of Cali. So they are trying to attract visitors to see that Cali is more than that. Of course, you have to be aware in some situations, but like nights, a recommendation is like to never take a taxi by yourself at night. Always ask for an Uber, particularly at nights. And some recommendations that, of course, we can give to you like later, being in the city, like try to avoid these neighborhoods, of course. But that's why we chose Cali too, because we know that it's a city that probably people feels a little bit like with some, like insecure to go by themselves. So we are having this opportunity to share the city in community, and with this support, like you are going to feel safe, and particularly at nightlife. So yeah, the conclusion for me is like, don't I don't know how to say this. Yeah, like don't overthinking, don't over stress. Like me, always in the news, you can read many bad things about not only Cali, many cities in Latin America, like Rio de Janeiro or many other cities. But people travel there and has really amazing experiences in all these places. So of course, it's important to use our instinct and then follow some recommendations. But yeah. And where to look for accommodation? In Cali works these common platforms like Airbnb or Booking. They're working really good, so you can use them. And what is the cost of living? Well, like I told I mentioned this before.
Yes. Yeah, I wanted to add that yeah, probably me as a solo traveler, without an event like this, I wouldn't travel to Cali alone. I'm not. Yeah, I prefer to have an event, or to know that I go to a place where there is a community, and this is also a good chance to do that. So thank you, Laura. So. To give you the more practical information, so the ticket to the 2-week event, the regular ticket will be $299, but we're having an early bird ticket until the end of October. That will be $239. So I invite you, if you're interested, to check the flights, also to Cali. What are your options, so that you can get a flight early and for a good price. And if you're interested into the workation and you want to get access to the early bird ticket, you can scan the QR code. It will bring you to a form, and we can send you an invoice to get access to the early bird ticket. And yes, so we can open the questions if any of you has questions about the workation or Cali or anything. Or we can, I don't know if we all introduced ourselves.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, yeah, we've talked about many activities, but I'm pretty sure we will do something about food, right?
Oh, yes.
Do we
yes.
have some idea about that?
Yes. So with Danielle, so we will probably have, one of the activities that we're thinking about is an evening barbecue. So in a nice, very nice glamping, just that is around 15 minutes from Cali. So we're thinking about having like a nice hike during the afternoon, and then meet up all together and have a barbecue with a typical Colombian food. And then if some of you want to stay at the glamping, there is a possibility to stay there overnight, or otherwise just have the barbecue together, nice talks, and food, of course, which always gets people together. So this is one of the kind of activities that we are thinking about also for the weekend, just an alternative to dancing.
Cool,
So,
thank you very much.
yeah,
I just wanted to say this because I think food is always, a tool to unite people. So we don't have like much details about this activity, but it's already cooking.
Yes.
So I don't know if you, Daniel, want to say something about it.
Yes, for sure. Could be Laura knows where is the La Buitrera. It's close to Unicentro, and just to 15 minutes from Unicentro by car. You can get my glampings. It's called Cuyana Glampings. It's a new glampings, but we have two glampings, one for 2 persons and the other one for 4 persons. So we have a barbecue zone also, and and we can get some hiking around the Cuyana glamping, and it's close to Pance, and Pance is we have a beautiful river, beautiful waterfalls. We can get have good good times there, and I don't know if somebody have some question, I can answer something.
Thank you very much, Daniel. I think it's important to mention that we won't include the accommodation in the pack, but we will be recommending some accommodations that we know. And Daniel is one of them. So if you guys have some questions about where to stay, just come to us and we will be happy to recommend you some places we know, like Daniel's
Yes,
glamping.
we can make some discounts to if somebody wants to get the accommodation for between Sunday to Thursday. We can get more discount than the Friday to Sunday. Okay, so we can get this kind of discount, and the use of our barbecue zone is totally free for. It's my courtesy for you, you to use this, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll be sharing for sure more details about this partnership and what we will organize. Maybe also, other activities like yoga you mentioned will.
Yeah, absolutely. But yes, but I need
organizing.
to connect with someone to make the yoga, and no problem for this. We can make this kind of activities in the morning, for example, with someone, and in the after 4, like after 4 or 3 p.m. we can make a barbecue, a beautiful asado, and with salsa we can dance. We can practice the salsa learners. So I think that is good idea. And I was thinking also, I have a partnership with my other brother that he is optometrist, and we are making IS spa, especially to people who spend a long time during with the laptop, and we can make a spa. I spa. It's a new way to care our eyes after a long time working with the laptops. But just I was thinking about that, but I want to build this idea better.
Yes, this is just an example of the partnership that we will have, and we will of course share the details as soon as possible. So I don't know if someone has any questions.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm gonna share. I'm gonna share my social, my Instagram. Yeah.
Yes, you can share it to the chat.
And
Yeah,
I don't know
you
if
can,
you
yeah.
need some pictures, videos. I don't know how will make the advertising around the partnerships, around the all of this stuff. You you're gonna pay to
Yes,
some
we
advertising
will.
in Meta. I don't know. I would like to know about that.
Perfect. And yes, if you want also to follow the news and all what we will share, more details about this workation, you can check our website or our Instagram. So this is the first webinar. We're still adjusting many details. We will, of course, share a detailed schedule, of course, of later on, and all the deals and the partnerships that we're organizing. So I don't know if someone new arrived, if there's any other questions. Or if Laura wants to add something about Cali.
Now I just want to add that this is a great opportunity to connect with people that has a similar lifestyle and also share passions, like passion of dancing, passion in Latin American cultures. And yeah, sometimes when we travel, we connect with people, but people sometimes that is very different from us. And sometimes we feel like alone working in our same routines. And yeah, that's one of the negative sides of doing remotely work. So I think this is a great opportunity to connect with people that has many things in common and yeah, create really nice relations.
Yes.
And Nadia, I want to say something.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I want to say about the date that this workation will be held. This is in January, so this is a really good winter escape. So for those that they are in the north part of the world. And also it's a very special month in Colombia because we have before Feria de Cali, which is like the Cali fair. So I think Laura can talk a little bit more about it. However, so this is just before, like 10 days before or 15 days before this workation. So you can stay longer in Colombia if you want. And during February, there's another very big festival in Colombia, in Barranquilla, and before there's also in Pasto, so there's two famous festivals, the most famous festivals in Colombia. One is in Pasto and the other is in Barranquilla, and they are taking place like very close to the workation. We did it on purpose so people they can attend to those festivals on first if they want. So we can also advise you how to arrange your trip and how to do all the accommodations also in other places around Colombia, because we have partnerships all around the country. So this is something that you will get as a plus joining the workation. So that's basically what I wanted to say.
Yeah, it's true. We didn't want to do it at the same time as Feria de Cali, because Feria is a really big event in the city that is held between December 25 to December 30. So yeah, if you like to explore that part of the city, it's a really big festival with live salsa orchestra and a very big schedule happening every day. And after that, in Pasto, that is really close to Cali, is the Carnaval de Blancos y Negros, that it's an amazing festival too. And then, as Nadia said, is Carnaval de Barranquilla in February. And also in January, in many small towns in Colombia, they are having their own festivals the first week in January. So in case you want to plan your trip like that, it will be a great idea to combine it. And we decided to do it in these dates because, yeah, there are no other festivals happening, so you can go to both. Feria de Manizales, yeah, that's in January, the first days.
Yeah, so many things happening, right? So yes, if you want to stay longer, of course, it's the perfect combination. Also, if you want to explore other places in Colombia. And one of the things I didn't mention earlier when I was talking about the teachers is that we are also planning to have some classes outside, actually, the school, maybe the Salsa Museum of Cali or in other famous, very famous spots in the city. So yeah, that's another particular part of it. So any questions about the workation or anything? Otherwise, yeah, we will have other live sessions, other webinars before the workation, sharing more details. This is just the first one, so you can follow us. We will be sharing the event. If you're not on the wait list, you can join the wait list through our website. So you will receive emails every time we add more details to the event. And I don't know if anyone wants to add something or any questions. Otherwise, we can keep in touch on social media or on our website or.
I just want to add that
Yes.
for people who doesn't know Colombia or doesn't have heard about Cali before, who never heard about Cali before, like you can check it and you will see that it's a place that has many amazing things to offer. So we are here to answer any questions that you have in the following days. We are more too happy to guide you, to help you to plan this and to answer, whatever you want to talk about.
Yes.
I want to say something. I'm planning to go to Cali the first week to November, and I hope to be there to La Feria de Cali, so enjoy all our affairs. And of course, if you need something about me that I can help you staying there in Cali, just text me or email. So Silvia now she has my number. So everyone who needs something there in Cali, I'll be there in a couple of months. In a couple of months, no, next month also. In November, the first November, I have my flight. So anything that you need, I can help you.
Thank you. Yes, of course, we have quite a big network now. So if you need anything, if you arrive in Colombia earlier, before the workation, or if you are already in Cali or in Colombia, we have, yes, many contacts. Laura has a good network in Cali. So we will share, of course, recommendations, but if you need anything specific, we are here to answer all the questions, and we'll be happy to help with anything. So, does anyone have anything to add or any questions? Otherwise, well, we stay in touch and we hope to that to sign up for the early bird ticket, and that we stay in touch, and we hope to see you to the next live session or next webinar. And we'll keep posting details on our social media all along every week. So yeah, stay connected, and we'll have a lot of details to share that we will be organizing. So yeah, this is just the beginning. So thank you very much for being here, for listening, and we hope to see you in Cali, and of course. So if no one has questions, I will close the session. And
Okay, thank you.
Thank
have
you
a
very
good
much.
day, or
Thank
I'll
you.
be in touch.
Bye bye.
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 Bye bye.
Thank you.